Conscious intimacy, 5 rules for Rohini Nakshatra. Chapter 1. Intimacy is about touch. Whether touching mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically, one must touch another to feel intimacy. For Rohini, symbolized by the Chariot and known for its creative and nurturing qualities, thrives on building meaningful connections. To foster intimacy through touch. Mental touch. Engage in creative and inspiring conversations that explore shared passions, dreams, and values. Emotional touch. Build trust by expressing admiration and gratitude, creating a sense of security and emotional warmth. Spiritual touch. Participate in shared practices like meditation, rituals of abundance, or artistic activities to deepen spiritual bonds. Physical touch. Use gentle and consistent physical gestures, such as affectionate hugs or holding hands, to convey love and care. Intimacy is about kindness. The nature of touch must be one of kindness and compassion. For Rohini's creative and nurturing nature flourishes when expressed with kindness and affection. Supportive words. Use kind and affirming language to make their partner feel valued and cherished. Thoughtful gestures. Demonstrate care through acts of service, such as preparing a favorite meal or creating a comfortable environment. Patience in emotional moments. Approach emotional needs with empathy, providing reassurance and understanding. 3. Intimacy is about vulnerability. Feeling safe and nurtured in the company of another brings vulnerability and feelings of intimacy. For Rohini's nurturing energy creates a safe space for emotional vulnerability. Share personal fears and dreams. Openly discuss feelings and aspirations to build emotional trust. Create emotional security. Offer consistent support, ensuring their partner feels appreciated and understood. Reassuring gestures. Use tender physical touch, like a gentle caress or a comforting hug, to foster feelings of safety and warmth. 4. Intimacy is about growing together. Intimacy is a shared experience of two people growing together in complementary and supportive ways. For Rohini, their creative and abundant energy aligns naturally with the principle of mutual growth. Collaborate on creative goals. Work together on artistic or nurturing projects that inspire joy and connection. Celebrate achievements together. Recognize and honor milestones, reinforcing a sense of shared success and partnership. Balance giving and receiving. Encourage equal contributions in the relationship to ensure harmony and mutual growth. 5. Intimacy integrates mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual ways of two people. All 4 elements need to be present in order for harmony and intimacy. For Rohini, to create harmony, Rohini must integrate all aspects of intimacy with creativity and warmth. Mental integration. Engage in stimulating and thoughtful conversations that foster intellectual and emotional connection. Physical integration. Use consistent and affectionate physical gestures to create a sense of closeness and care. Emotional integration. Be open about feelings and attentive to their partner's emotional needs, providing reassurance and support. Spiritual integration. Build shared rituals of gratitude, abundance, and reflection to align spiritually and deepen the bond. Conclusion. When Venus is placed in Rohini, it enhances their charm, sensuality, and ability to nurture relationships with warmth and creativity. Venus fosters kindness, affection, and emotional connection, ensuring alignment with all 5 rules, particularly through gestures of care and appreciation. When Moon is placed in Rohini, it amplifies emotional sensitivity and intuition, allowing them to connect deeply with their partner's needs. The Moon fosters vulnerability and creates a safe and nurturing space for emotional intimacy, strengthening their ability to integrate mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of love. Together, Venus and Moon in Rohini amplify the nakshatra's natural qualities of creativity, abundance, and nurturing. By embodying all 5 rules, they create relationships that are harmonious, compassionate, and deeply fulfilling. Conscious intimacy, 5 rules for Hasta Nakshatra. 1. Intimacy is about touch. Whether touching mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically, one must touch another to feel intimacy. For Hasta, symbolized by the hand, represents dexterity, creativity, and practicality. To deepen intimacy through touch, mental touch, engage in witty, thought-provoking conversations that showcase their intellect and humor. Emotional touch. Share stories of personal growth and listen empathetically to their partner's experiences to create emotional closeness. Spiritual touch. Participate in practices like yoga or meditative exercises, emphasizing mindfulness and connection. Physical touch. Use intentional and affectionate gestures, like a reassuring handhold, a comforting hug, or playful physical interaction to convey care and connection. 2. Intimacy is about kindness. The nature of touch must be one of kindness and compassion. For Hasta, Hasta's practical and action-oriented nature can benefit from an added layer of kindness to create emotional harmony. Encouraging words. Use kind and uplifting language to appreciate their partner's efforts and contributions. Thoughtful gestures. Show care through practical acts of service, such as helping with everyday tasks or creating a special moment. Patience in conflict. Approach disagreements with understanding and focus on finding resolutions that benefit the relationship. 3. Intimacy is about vulnerability. Feeling safe and nurtured in the company of another brings vulnerability and feelings of intimacy. For Hasta, Hasta's practical mindset might make vulnerability a challenge, but emotional openness fosters deeper intimacy. Express inner feelings. Share emotions and concerns to build trust and closeness with their partner. Create emotional security. Foster a safe environment where both partners can share openly without fear of judgment. Physical reassurance. Use comforting physical gestures like a supportive pat on the back or a warm embrace to nurture emotional safety. 4. Intimacy is about growing together. Intimacy is a shared experience of two people growing together in complementary and supportive ways. For Hasta, their skillful and goal-oriented nature aligns naturally with mutual growth and support. Collaborate on goals. Work together on projects or activities that align with both partners' strengths and aspirations. Celebrate shared progress. Acknowledge and appreciate each other's achievements and milestones to reinforce a sense of teamwork. Balance support and independence. Encourage each other's personal development while fostering a sense of partnership. 5. Intimacy integrates mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual ways of two people. All 4 elements need to be present in order for harmony and intimacy. For Hasta, to create a harmonious relationship, Hasta must balance their focus on practicality with attention to all aspects of intimacy. Mental integration. Share ideas and thoughts that challenge and inspire each other, fostering intellectual stimulation. Physical integration. Use meaningful and consistent physical affection, like holding hands or gentle touches, to build comfort and trust. Emotional integration. Stay attuned to their partner's emotional needs and be open about their own feelings. Spiritual integration. Engage in mindful practices together, such as gratitude rituals or reflective conversations, to deepen spiritual connection. Conclusion. When Venus is placed in Hasta, it enhances their creativity, charm, and capacity to nurture relationships. Venus helps them express love through thoughtful actions and affectionate gestures, ensuring alignment with all 5 rules, particularly through emotional and physical connection. When Moon is placed in Hasta, it amplifies emotional depth and intuition, allowing them to connect more deeply with their partner's needs. The Moon encourages vulnerability and emotional bonding, helping them create a safe, nurturing space for growth and harmony. This placement reinforces their ability to integrate mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of intimacy. Together, Venus and Moon in Hasta balance the Nakshatra's practical and skillful nature with warmth, compassion, and depth. By embodying all 5 rules, they create relationships that are harmonious, nurturing, and deeply fulfilling. Conscious intimacy, 5 rules for Shravana Nakshatra. 1. Intimacy is about touch. Whether touching mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically, one must touch another to feel intimacy. For Shravana, symbolized by the ear, represents listening, understanding, and knowledge. To foster intimacy through touch, mental touch, engage in meaningful and reflective conversations that center on shared learning and growth. Emotional touch, build trust by actively listening to their partner's feelings and offering thoughtful emotional responses. Spiritual touch, participate in spiritual practices like meditations, prayer, or storytelling that emphasize wisdom and connection. Physical touch. Use gentle gestures, such as holding hands or resting a hand on their partner's back, to convey attentiveness and care. 2. Intimacy is about kindness. The nature of touch must be one of kindness and compassion. Shravana's focus on understanding and observation is complemented by acts of kindness. Affirming words. Use compassionate and uplifting language to validate and encourage their partner's emotions and thoughts. Thoughtful gestures. Show care by planning simple yet meaningful actions, such as creating a comfortable space for reflection or offering a small token of appreciation. Patience in conflict. Approach disagreements with empathy, focusing on listening and understanding their partner's perspective. 3. Intimacy is about vulnerability. Feeling safe and nurtured in the company of another brings vulnerability and feelings of intimacy. For Shravana, Shravana's reflective nature helps create a safe environment for vulnerability. Share inner feelings. Discuss personal hopes, fears, and dreams to build emotional trust. Create emotional security. Be present and attentive, ensuring their partner feels understood and supported. Reassuring gestures. Use consistent physical touch, like a warm embrace or a reassuring pat, to foster a sense of safety and care. 4. Intimacy is about growing together. Intimacy is a shared experience of two people growing together in complementary and supportive ways. For Shravana, Shravana's emphasis on learning and understanding aligns with the principle of mutual growth. Collaborate on shared learning. Engage in activities that promote growth, such as attending workshops or exploring new ideas together. Celebrate milestones. Recognize personal and shared achievements, reinforcing a sense of partnership and support. Balance wisdom and action. Combine reflective learning with actionable steps to grow as individuals and as a couple. Chapter 5. Intimacy integrates mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual ways of two people. All 4 elements need to be present in order for harmony and intimacy. For Shravana, to create harmony, Shravana must integrate all aspects of intimacy with thoughtfulness and balance. Mental integration. Foster intellectual connection through shared learning and meaningful conversations. Physical integration. Use steady and consistent physical gestures, such as a gentle touch or a comforting hug, to strengthen the bond. Emotional integration. Be open and attentive to their partner's emotions, providing thoughtful and supportive responses. Spiritual integration. Build shared rituals of gratitude, reflection, or spiritual learning to deepen their connection. Conclusion. When Venus is placed in Shravana, it enhances their charm, compassion, and ability to express love with warmth and understanding. Venus fosters kindness, emotional connection, and appreciation for shared values, ensuring alignment with all 5 rules, particularly through affectionate gestures and thoughtful communication. When Moon is placed in Shravana, it heightens emotional sensitivity and intuition, helping them connect deeply with their partner's needs. The Moon fosters vulnerability and creates a safe and nurturing environment for emotional bonding, strengthening their ability to integrate mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of intimacy. Together, Venus and Moon in Shravana amplify the Nakshatra's natural qualities of listening, understanding, and nurturing. By embodying all 5 rules, they create relationships that are reflective, supportive, and deeply fulfilling.